Lisa Eldridge recently released some new shades of her liquid Lurex eyeshadows, and I picked up 3 of the shades, and I've been testing these for about just over a week now, and I definitely have my thoughts and opinions around the formula and the shades, so I'm going to show you guys those. And then I also picked up 2 new shades of lipstick, because while I was there, every time I do a Lisa order, I pretty much pick up 1 or 2 new shades of lipstick, so I wanted to show you those 2 new shades that I picked up as well. So hopefully this sounds interesting to you. Now let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. Let's go ahead and start with the 3 liquid Lurex eyeshadows that I picked up. These are 3 of the new shades that Lisa released. I did want to pick up pretty much all of them, but as you know, money limitations. So I picked up Zora, Anais, and Daphne. Now these are £19 each, which works out to be about 38 Australian dollars each, which for me is a reasonable cost. That's kind of, actually to be fair, I've been paying a lot more than that for, say, the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows, the Victoria Beckham cream eyeshadows. So honestly, I think that this is a really reasonable cost for these. Now it does say that these only have a 6-month expiry, which is quite short, so I would go ahead and recommend picking up maybe less than more if you don't think that you could use these in a 6-month time span. Sometimes that's just a precaution, and it could be how much they've just paid to test these for, and they might last longer, but just in case, just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and start with Zora first. So Zora is described as a rich, deep, sumptuous, cool-toned chocolate bronze with an irresistible blend of smoky silver sparkles. So let me go ahead and swatch Zora for you. So you do get this really kind of thin, it's almost like the Stila liquid eyeshadow kind of doe foot applicator, and it's perfect actually for shaping and applying to the eyes. So this one right here is Zora. It is a beautiful chocolate brown. Very, very wearable on the everyday. It does have a bit of a silver sparkle to it, but not so much that it is like a very glittery eyeshadow. And I have worn this to work and everything, and I found it very, very wearable. It looks beautiful with a red lip, by the way. This one right here is Anais and is described as an antique pewter with sage green undertones, shot through with a harmonious blend of silver, pale pink, and gold glittery pearls. This one is definitely one of the more glittery ones out of the 3 that I own. And the description of this liquid Lurex on the website was 100% what sold it for me, as well as the swatch of this in Lisa's video. So this one here is Anais, and it is, I mean, if you know me, if you've been around this channel like hardly at all or any at all, you know that this was a shade that was always going to be an absolute favorite for me. It's gorgeous. It's the perfect cool tone kind of liquid eyeshadow shade for me, and this is the one that I've worn the most, definitely. It is a lot more kind of glittery almost, but it's not so glittery that it's like you can really wear this during the day or night. It really doesn't matter. It just looks absolutely beautiful any occasion, in my opinion. And then lastly, this is Daphne. Now Daphne is described as a fresh golden olive green with a shimmering metallic finish. The blend of pink, spinal, green, and gold pearls give depth and dimensions to this truly special chartreuse shade. I picked this up because on the website and in her video, it honestly looks a lot more green than what it does on the eyes. And this is like a liquid version of Gigabyte from Subversive, really, in my opinion. Very pretty. It definitely looks more green swatched on my hand. I find when I put this on my eyes, it really just turns out to be like a pale gold or like a gold. It doesn't show as much green, but it is very, very beautiful, very wearable, but definitely not as, I really did pick this up thinking it would be a lot more green toned on the eyes. It's definitely, on my skin tone, for example, it leans more gold. So if you're a similar skin tone to me and you're expecting this to be quite green, you might be a little bit disappointed, but it's still beautiful. I still find it very wearable, and it has less sparkle to it. It's more of a metallic, whereas these have like that slight glitter to them. This is more of a metallic and doesn't really have any like flecks of glitter or anything through it. but they're still very beautiful, right? Like absolutely gorgeous. In terms of performance on the eyes, these are incredible. I do have timestamps down below and I will have a look using a couple of these in this video. But in terms of like creasing on my very hooded eyes, these do not crease. I find the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows to crease on my eyes. These do not. And I have worn all three of these shades pretty much for a week now in testing the creasing on my eyes, and I don't find them to crease on my eyes. I do wear an eye primer every day though, so I'm not sure if that impacts it, but these by far have become my favorite cream shadows in my collection, and I have been testing a lot of cream shadows and these are budge proof. I also really like how easy these apply. The applicator from here is so easy to apply on the eye, and then you just kind of slightly smudge it out with a flat shader brush. Stays on beautifully, looks impeccable, long wearing, and then they're also quite easy to wash off at the end of the day. So the formula itself has become an ultimate favorite for me, truly. I'm not even just saying that because it's Lisa. I really am impressed with these, and I was a bit nervous because I have heard a few people not super love this formula. So I wasn't super expecting to love it, but I'm actually completely blown away by the formula of these, and for my hooded eyes, they work really, really well. And overall, I do love the three shades I picked up. I think that these are three shades that I'll get endless amounts of use from. I picked up two new lipsticks as well while I was making this order. The first one we're going to look at is Strawberry Shock. This one is one of the insanely saturated lip colors. It's £26, so about 52 Australian dollars depending on the exchange rate, and it is this beautiful bright orangey type red. So on the website, it describes this shade as a bright, shouty strawberry daiquiri hue that instantly energizes. A true Goldilocks of bright reds, it's neither too cool or too warm. This is absolutely a perfect red for me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Has Lisa's beautiful little imprint right here. Like the packaging of this lipstick is just absolutely incredible, is it not? So stunning. So let's go ahead and swatch this for you guys. I will do a lip swatch as well when I do my look. But that is it swatched out. Such a beautiful kind of, like she says, not too cool, not too warm red. And then because this is the insanely saturated formula, it won't budge. Like I wore one of the other colors, I think it was Sunday Matinee off the top of my head. That's the insanely saturated one I have. And it did not budge all day when I wore it shopping once, and it honestly didn't even budge, and I ate lunch and drank coffee and everything, and it just stayed on the entire day. So incredible. The other shade that I picked up is Kitten Mischief, and this is a luxuriously lucent lip color, which is one of the more kind of, it's not a super sheer formula, but it's more of like a satin sheer type formula. I've used it a couple of times, so the bullet doesn't look as pretty, I'm sorry. So many of you guys recommended I pick this up because I was looking for like the perfect kind of nudish shade in her lipsticks, and this was the one. Like it was a unanimous like, girl, you need to get yourself Kitten Mischief. So naturally I did. It is described as a playful light buttery caramel pink tone that imparts a delicious peachy toffee and easygoing kissability, an everyday essential. That's actually how I would perfectly describe it in terms of buttery caramel pink tone and a delicious peachy toffee. That's really quite a perfect description. So this one is Kitten Mischief, and you can just see the difference. Like this is a lot more sheer than this one. This one is quite intense. This is perfect for the everyday. It's absolutely beautiful. Probably it's a little bit more almost like, I want to say chocolatey. So if for those of you that might be expecting more of like a neutral nude, this is probably a little bit more almost warm toned, I want to say, which I will show you guys this on my lips as well, but it's still absolutely beautiful. I love it, and it's definitely the perfect like everyday shade for me out of her collection. Now what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to swatch every single shade of Lisa's lipsticks that I own, just in case you haven't seen any of my previous videos on them and you just want to see. I personally find her website to be quite confusing when it comes to showing what the shade actually looks like. So I thought I'd just swatch them just in case you find that helpful in any way. So let's go ahead and do that. I actually have two of every formula, which works out quite well. So the first one we're going to swatch is Velvet Petal. Now mine is like actually broken, my Velvet Petal, but they couldn't send me a new one. They refunded me because it was sold out. So don't mind the way that I had to swatch that. This one right here is Velvet Fawn. We have the Velvet formula, Velvet Petal, and Velvet Fawn. Very, very beautiful. I love all her formulas. I should just say that. Okay, so now let's go ahead into the Luxuriously Lucent formula. This one right here is Je ne sais quoi, one of the newer shades that she has released. And then this one is Kitten Mischief, which you just saw. So this is the Luxuriously Lucent formula, Je ne sais quoi, and Kitten Mischief. And then the last two that I have from her collection are the new Luxuriously Lucent formulas. So this one you just saw, this was Strawberry Shock. God, that's such a gorgeous red. I'd love to pick up every single shade of her lipsticks, like of all formulas. They're just so beautiful. And then this one is Sunday Matinee. So Luxuriously Lucent, we have Strawberry Shock and Sunday Matinee. So these are all of my lipsticks that I have from Lisa Eldridge swatched for you. So we have Velvet Petal, Velvet Fawn, Luxuriously Lucent Je ne sais quoi, Luxuriously Lucent Kitten Mischief, Insanely Saturated Strawberry Shock, Insanely Saturated Sunday Matinee. Now let's go ahead and create an eye look using the liquid Lurex eyeshadows, and I'm going to show you Kitten Mischief and Strawberry Shock on my lips. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's put these on the face now. I have already done my base makeup. I actually used some new products, some old products. So I used the Rephr primer. I just recently picked that up. Lisa Eldridge foundation. I also just got in the new Vive powder and concealer. I will do reviews on these. This was the first time I tested it. So I've got that on my face, Victoria Beckham bronzer. I'll try and remember to link everything that's on my face in the description box for you guys if you are wondering. I'm not gonna put all of the liquid Lurex shades on my eye today. I probably could, but I do have a meeting to go to. So I'm just gonna put Zora and Anais on because they will look lovely together. I'm gonna keep this nice and simple because that is actually one of the best things about these liquid shadows is they look stunning with very little effort. This is the Kaleidos eye primer. I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on. I just find my eyeshadow always lasts longer regardless of whether it's cream or powder with eye primer. I'm just gonna pick up my Rephr number 15, and I recently picked up this Victoria Beckham little eyeshadow. This is in the shade Tweed, and I'm just gonna dip into this shadow right here. I've been testing this out for the past week because I'm not close yet to ready, I'm not ready yet to do my, wow, that sentence. I am not close to doing my Victoria Beckham deep dive. I really want to make sure I know the formulas inside out before I go ahead and do that deep dive. So I'm still really testing all of the products out, if you're wondering. So I'm just gonna swirl this through the crease. I have been that busy. You guys haven't really been seeing much of me this week or last week. I think it was that I only put up 2 videos, depends on when this goes up, but if you could understand just how busy I have been, my lord, with work, it's been so hard to do anything for makeup, which sucks, but sometimes life is just like that, isn't it, friends? But yeah, if you're wondering why I've been a bit MIA, it is because I am so busy at work, it's crazy. So that's all I'm gonna do with the Tweed eyeshadow. Actually, I'm completely lying. I am also gonna just pick up a little bit of that same shade and just run it really lightly underneath the lower lash line while we're here. And this is what I've been doing all week when I've been testing each one of these shades. I've literally just been throwing this shade through the crease, which I'm sure you have a shade like this in your collection. I've just been throwing that through the crease every day and then popping one of these all over the lid, and it's been looking so beautiful. Now we're gonna take Zora and I'm gonna pop a little bit of this. The best thing I like about these is you can just go straight in with the applicator. The applicator is such a good little size. It really just makes it super easy. And then I'm just picking up a brush and I'll just lightly tap it in. So you can see there's like a little there is a little glitter fleck through here, but it's probably not as shiny as Anais. It's more of like a satiny, but it does have a glitter fleck. So we'll do the same to the other eye. And that looks beautiful, by the way, all over the lid with a red lip. Stunning. It looks really, really pretty. See how easy they are to just blend in and like kind of finesse? They're really, I really like this formula, you guys. It's really impressed me. So now I'm going in with Anais. This one's my favorite out of all that I picked up. I've probably already said that, but just in case I didn't. I'm just gonna pop that on the inner corner. And then I'll just pick up that brush again. Same brush. So pretty. See how easy that is and quick that is to finesse? Might just take a touch more of Zora just to, I probably just lost a little bit of it with Anais there. Not too much, just a little bit. And I've pretty much taken this all the way to this outer corner here, like that. So pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. I just love these shades that much. They are stunning. Truly stunning. And I have found that they do not crease on my hooded eyes at all. Honestly, they really don't. I know that some people have said that they do, but for me, they really truly don't. So I am going to pop some mascara on. Normally I would put some eyeliner on here, but I am working all day and I've got meetings on the computer, so I'm just gonna put my Rare Beauty mascara on. Just went off camera quickly, did my hair, and I also just put the Tender Apricot Gucci blush on. I haven't shown this on my channel yet, I'm pretty sure. I'm obsessed with the Gucci blushes, proper obsessed. Anyway, now we have the two new shades of lipstick. So we have, what did I get? Strawberry Shock, which is like a bright red. And I got Kitten Mischief. So I'm gonna do Strawberry Shock first on my lips because I'm probably gonna wear Kitten Mischief for my meeting. So I don't have a lip liner that will really go with this, so I'm just gonna use Petal from Lisa because I think it'll blend in just fine. So I'm just gonna apply the Petal lip liner from Lisa. And then now let's go ahead and apply Strawberry Shock. Oh wow, that's such a cool, like bright orangey type red. That is stunning. Such a beautiful red, and the thing that I love most about Lisa's lipstick formula is that they just insanely are the most long-lasting lipsticks, and they don't like smudge all over your face or anything, but they're just really long-lasting, and I love them. So this is such a gorgeous, perfect red, if you ask me. What do you guys think? I'm happy. All right, let me take this off and we'll put on Kitten Mischief. Okay, so I've taken Strawberry Shock off. Let's go ahead and apply Kitten Mischief. I'm gonna take my Fawn Lisa Eldridge lip liner. And then let's go ahead and apply Kitten Mischief, which is really a gorgeous, quite chocolatey nude. And because this is the Luxuriously Lucent formula, it's kind of almost like not sheer, but it's just a very fuss-free formula. It's not so insanely saturated that you can just, it's one of those lipsticks you can just throw in your bag and go, and it's gonna be like completely fine to apply at any point. You don't need to be like looking in a mirror or anything. So many of you guys recommended me pick this up as like my everyday nude kind of Lisa lip, and you guys were 100% right. It is absolutely beautiful and I absolutely adore it. So this is Kitten Mischief. That wraps up this video. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys back so you can see what it looks like a little bit further away, and we'll give you final thoughts and then it will be done. 2 seconds. Complete finished look using some of the new Lisa Liquid Lurex Eyeshadows and Kitten Mischief. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little video, and hopefully it helped you guys out if you were looking at these 3 shades or any of these lipstick shades and my kind of thoughts and opinions on the liquid eyeshadows. I love them. Hands down, this has been my favorite liquid eyeshadow formula I have tried, and I've been trying a lot because I'm going to do a cream eyeshadow roundup for you guys. And so when I say I've tried nearly all of the brand's liquid eyeshadows at this point, I really have. And this has honestly become my favorite hands down formula. I'd love to pick up some more shades actually. And then her lipsticks are always just creme de la creme. Is that the saying? It is like, her lipsticks are just absolute pure perfection. It doesn't get better than her lipsticks, so highly recommend. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Were you picking up any of the new shades of liquid eyeshadows from her, or do you have your eyes on any? just let me know. I love chatting to you guys. Anyway, that wraps up this video. I was a little bit rusty. I haven't filmed in a hot little minute, so apologies if this was a bit weird. And if you're watching till this point, you are an absolute legend. I appreciate you so, so much. Truly, if you haven't already, pretty please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. It truly helps my channel out. And other than that, I hope that you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.